Hey everybody, welcome back to MrTruck TV. Today we're going to be putting on the BDS shackles that we talked about in part 1 of this video. So go ahead, stay tuned, grab yourself a real good beverage. We're going to go ahead and knock this thing out.
Join us, MrTruck.com, for truck reviews, trailer reviews, and accessory reviews.
First things first, we need to get this up in the air. Got to get that spare tire down. Going to go ahead and get all that done so we can get access to these shackles and go ahead and swap them things out. So here we go. There we go, just like that. Step 1, get the nuts off. Remove the outer bar of the shackle. Step 2. Step 3 is going to require a little bit of effort, especially as the vehicle gets older. You're going to go ahead and push the remaining portion of the shackle out. It's going to take a little while, a little grunting, a little effort, but you get it out with a little bit of effort. Next step is to get these sleeves into the bushings. I find pushing the whole thing through gives you enough leverage, enough power to get that through. Take a little bit of effort, just like everything else in this. There we go. Oh boy. This is gonna suck just a little tiny bit. Yes, indeed. It kinda sucks. It's because it's in backwards. Alright. So, gotta make sure you get this on the right way, because it is easy to make that little tiny mistake. Hey, would ya look at that? Would ya look at that? I mean, that sucker's just about perfect. Beautiful. Alright. Yep. We'll leave that one loose. We'll leave all these loose. That way we can do the other side, and then when we drop it down again, we'll go in there and we'll tighten everything up, and then that way all the bushings are nice and pretty again. So we're going to do the other side, and we're going to come right back to this and get everything all squared up. And we're preparing to do everything up, but it appears you could just go right back to stock with these shackles if you wanted to. Wouldn't be a big deal at all. Okay, so now we have got all the weight on this truck. Everything is loose. So what we're going to do is we're going to tighten everything up now that exactly it's at ride height. Once we do that, we can put the spare tire back in, and we're going to call it a day. Sit at 39 3/4. After, we now have a loaded height of 38 3/4. That's what this thing used to sit at empty. All right, hey, and we're back for the final round. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Is the dog out the way?
The dog is out of the way. Stay. Good boy. Look at him. He's such a good boy. Okay. So now we have got timbrins installed, and we have got BDS shackles that are supposed to lift the back end up 1 inch. Do you think it did?
I think it did.
Do you think it did more?
It's hard to tell because I looked from the house. At least an inch.
At least an inch. Well, you'd be shocked to know. It is exactly 1 inch.
See? That's right.
Now,
First point, always listen to the wife.
what? So that way it can be bigger than what it really is?
Wow. What?
Is it?
Big difference.
To me, it's smoother than what it was originally.
Yeah. I mean, you still get some bumps, but it's definitely...
It's softer.
It's softer.
It's so soft.
Yeah.
All right, so a little bit quicker section.
Our grass is dying.
It is that time of year. And we're not quite monsoon yet, but we're really close. Like next week.
Next week we enter monsoon.
Oh yeah, very beginning. All right.
Not bad. Oh, that was a little...
Well, I was also going faster.
Yeah.
This is the bad one.
Nice.
Right?
Ride's about the same.
So off-road,
Not bad.
I'd say it's better.
5 out of 5 unloaded.
What would you say it was stock then?
4 out of 5? No, 3.
3?
Yeah.
In comparison to this?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is pretty dang good.
Seems like it handles the turns different.
Well, we also went faster through that turn this time. Worse or better?
Better.
Better. Okay.
Then again, I'm in the passenger seat, and I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I get completely different feels from passenger to driver. It
Gotcha.
sounds stupid.
Well, here is one major difference. The front end of the truck is no longer level with the rear. It's sitting 1 inch lower, which is dramatically different than the like 2.5 inches. It was, from what I understand, it's as high as a 3-inch difference stock to not. So anywhere from 2.5 to 3 inches, from my understanding.
I didn't think that it being level versus the ass end being up and the front being down would make
Such a well, the thing that's making a difference is the longer shackle. It's taking longer for the suspension to get into a binding.
Oh. Well, I mean, I definitely feel a difference.
And if it's not, that's my understanding, because once it starts to go backwards, it's my understanding that's when the leaf starts to get into a binding type deal.
Definitely, I feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I gotta say, I am very, very happy with how this feels. And I can say this, whoever has to attempt this when this truck is up north for 10 years, I am so sorry. This is going to suck. You're going to need bushings. You probably ought to do whole springs, the whole 9 yards, because it's going to suck. It came apart so nice. I've never had something come apart so nicely like that before.
Watch yourself when you go to...
Yes, our good boy is now back in the way. Listen, we've already hit one animal with this vehicle. Well, now we got to fix it. I do not want to hit another one because I actually care about this one.
Would you like me to get out and... Never mind.
Woo!
Is he stuck?
He is stuck around it. We will get him undone. But he is not a fan of the vehicle. Then again, considering what happened to his brother, that is not surprising at all. And bam, just like that. All right, let's go get them undone. You stay right here and just entertain, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. What'd you tell them?
I don't know anything.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay. Dee-doo-dee-doo.
Where's our boy?
He's sitting right there. Okay, so fun fact about this, you know how it used to sit like exactly level,
Yes.
empty?
Yes.
It now sits level with this trailer on.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So this load drops the back of the truck 1 inch.
That's nice.
It's better, ain't it?
That's a lot better.
Because we're
Like,
not,
you barely felt it.
yeah.
There's not, yeah. I don't feel the trailer as much.
Yeah, it's slightly more isolated. And we still have the timberings on.
I know.
So all we'd have to do is probably go down maybe another inch. Maybe, about an inch or so. And with the load on. So, yeah, where this thing used to be empty is now at loaded.
So this is probably going to sound like a stupid question.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else might think it's a stupid question too. But how does adding the timberings and the shackles affect your load capability, because you're adding more weight onto the truck? So does that affect how much you can okay. That one was...
Well, I also was accelerating.
Gotcha. Does that affect how much you can tow?
I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, because there might be a weight difference between stock to not.
What was that?
No idea. Okay. We're a little low on gas.
A little bit. I mean, I feel like it might be a stupid question. Somebody else out there might be wondering.
Well, here's the thing. By putting the back end up in the air, it's making it safer actually to tow more than what it was when it was level. Because now truck is sitting level, it's a much more even brake application versus the ass ends up in the air and you're trying to stop primarily with the front that's in the air.
Okay.
So in my mind, this actually makes it safer to tow heavier.
Right. But I mean, obviously you still, in the realistic, what you're supposed to do world, you still tow within your tow limitations.
Well, I don't think we're going across country anytime soon.
No, but I mean, listen guys, storytelling. My first time ever towing with this young man, we were in Red Rum. And I don't know if you guys know, or... Oh, no,
it's been on the channel.
It's been?
Yeah,
Okay,
we showed it off out at David's place when we traded for powder keg.
We were towing with Red Rum, the same exact trailer. It had, I forget what year model, but a F350 dually.
It was the same dually that was on this trailer when we tested out that 21 F250 with the 7.3.
Yes, that was my first time ever towing with this young man. And let me tell you something. We are in the heart of Atlanta. We are coming off a bridge.
And then there was a railroad track.
And then there was a railroad track, and he had to slam on the brakes, and it was, I think I shit myself that day. So by far, if we are comparing towing, oh, this is smooth.
Oh yeah. Well, see, now that truck, it had everything in the back to haul safely. Just the front brakes did the majority of the work, and they were unloaded when the suspension went down, and there was an issue somewhere with the brake distribution where it liked to go left when it hit the brakes.
Either which way.
It's an old truck.
I thought I was going to see God that day.
By comparison, this is fantastic.
It is. This is the best ride out of all the rides I've been on today.
Yeah. See, now, I thoroughly enjoy it. The thing that you're going to hate, though, you know what that is?
What?
It's going to be a little bit tougher to get in here now.
Short girl problems.
Yes, if you're
Maybe
short.
if someone would be nice and put...
Well, that's just not going to happen.
You didn't even let me finish.
I know where you're going. You want steps.
I was pregnant. And you still wouldn't do it for me.
See, now that's why I got you a step stool. That helped you get in.
I came home from the hospital. I just pushed an 8-pound baby.
He was not an 8-pound baby. He was
7
7 on the nose.
Whatever. We're just using metric.
Yes, yes, because as everyone knows, 7 pounds is in metric 8. Jesus Christ, math is not her strong suit, people.
Neither is English or apparently men.
I love you too, baby.
Just kidding.
Bullshit suit. Alright, well everybody, this, make whatever inferences from this as you'd like, but we are done with the testing for the day. It's been a long one, and I am looking forward to going and getting the Christmas tree.
Yes.
So we got to clean out the truck, get all the junk out of it, and we're going to go get us a Christmas tree, and we're going to go decorate, gonna get some cake, because today's my birthday and all, so it's gonna be a good day.
It is. If we don't get to see you again, Merry Christmas and stay classy.
Bicycle.
Reviewed a lot of hitches, videoed a lot of hitches, and my main hitch is Gen Y hitch. And this one is one we're going to try to beat up. This is our series called Gen Y hitch versus the jackhammer, and I'll show you the jackhammer in a little bit. But people are always saying, well, yeah, you know, you get all these Gen Y hitches and you're prejudiced and all this other nonsense. They do that on my videos. They do it when I'm with Andre on TFL Truck. But what I always say as a response to that question is, you find me a better hitch and I'll buy it. It's that simple. Holy cow! It did it! It did it! Okay, 60 degrees. Oh, holy cow! I broke off 2 chunks. Man, oh macro. Let me see. That's stuck. Holy cow. Now you can see the hole I was pounding away at. It made it square, but it didn't cave in the side by any means. It just drilled the hole out a little. Made it square and round. Can you see that from the camera? What I'm going to do now for my next trick, I'm going to drill through the hole of the solid shaft. Okay, I'm on the hole of the 2-inch shaft that goes in your receiver of your truck. When I use a hole, which helps the jackhammer stay put, which is the only way I can get the jackhammer to stay put, is starting in a hole. And you can see that hole, I made this hole. You can see it's somewhat square too. And that's about all I can do. Look at them, there's no indention where I was pounding, even on the hole when I was pounding on it. It didn't cave in the side, it didn't even move the side. Whack! Whack! Okay, these squares, when I'm pounding on with a sledgehammer and using the chisel and using the punch, and it never deflated or never distorted the squares. That's 2 layers of steel on each side. And then there's 2 layers between each one. There are a lot of metal in there. And it never moved, it's still square, but I did tear up the holes a little. Now you can see that one, I chipped some chunks out of it. That's the hole. I squared it up, and there's the chisel marks. You can see the chisel marks. There's several of them there. Chisel mark there, chisel mark there, chisel mark there. That's from that impact chisel. And so it tried, that's all it would go. It never dug in. And that was the round tool I used, and it made it square. Now let me flip it over and show you the other side. Ah! Now you can see these. Now you can see the square one there. That was around when I stuck that tool in, that punch tool, and it made it square. That's all it could do. So as I said before, if you can find a better hitch, a stronger hitch, a hitch that will never wear out on you, let me know, because I'll buy it. I don't think anything beats these Gen Y hitches. So I use them every week.